welcome to Unstuck with Charlie. My name is Charlie Arms. Have you ever bent over backwards to do things for other people only to realize they have no time for you? Have you ever listened to someone and been there for someone, but the moment you need them, they're just too busy? It happens to me quite often, and it's frustrating. It makes you want to give up, right? And if we're honest, it kind of hurts. Today, we're going to talk about the idea, the concept of mercy. Mercy. It's a biblical concept. And since my goal here on this channel is to address challenges from a biblical perspective, I want to remind you that Jesus said, "Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy." This is a well-known quote from the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 5, verse 7. We refer to it as one of the Beatitudes. The word beatitude means the blessings, okay? This verse essentially means that those who show compassion and forgiveness to others will, in turn, generally receive compassion and forgiveness themselves. This beatitude highlights the importance of mercy in the Christian faith, and it suggests a reciprocal relationship between showing mercy and receiving mercy. Now, here's the problem. There isn't always reciprocity in human relationships. What do you do when you extend grace and kindness time after time and it isn't extended back to you? I'll get to that in a minute. Now, I'm going to give you an example that's a little close to home. Now, I'm a pastor. Now, I've let it be known that here on this channel that I currently serve a church, and we have many wonderful, wonderful people here in this church, people I love, who love me, who show me reciprocity and relationship. And, I've been serving in church ministry for over 35 years. Now, everyone I've ever served in this role as pastor expects me to be kind, gracious, and understanding. Doesn't matter if they say rude or mean things. If I have a bad day and do this, there's no mercy for me. It doesn't matter if they don't show up for meetings or events or are unreliable. But if I don't show up when people expect me, there's no mercy for me. It doesn't matter if they don't support my ministry initiatives, but if I don't fully support their ministry initiatives, there's no mercy for me. Now, I'm exaggerating a bit, but let's be honest, people are pretty quick to get mad and drop you like a hot potato. Everyone expects me as a pastor to be kind, gracious, and understanding, and many times there's not reciprocity. Now, I get the reality that pastors are held to a higher standard. I accept that responsibility, the one that comes with the position I hold. However, it still doesn't make it right. It's still not good if I show graciousness, kindness, patience, and love to someone for years, but the moment I do something they don't like, there's no mercy, no understanding, none. It's been a recurring theme for 35 years, probably will be as long as you care about people and try to serve others. The only reason I bring this up isn't to get you to feel sorry for me. I'm doing this for a point. I'm sharing this with you so that you know, one, I understand what you're feeling when it happens to you. But I also just really want to give you some advice on what to do when you face this situation. You are going to love people who just don't love you back the same way. You are going to give and give and give, and the moment you don't, people will walk away. You are going to give your best and sacrifice and serve, and the moment you have a bad day or a bad moment or don't meet someone's expectations, people will drop you like that hot potato. No mercy, no reciprocity. How do you respond? Here are 3 things you need to remember when you face this situation. Number 1, you have to accept the reality of this situation. Selfishness and self-centeredness exist. Some people just can't think of anyone but themselves. Accept the reality. Not everyone is going to be mature. Not everyone's going to be nice. But check this. There are people who will stick with you and be true friends. This number may be small, maybe smaller than we want it to be, but just accept the reality. Number two, it's okay to address this behavior. I'm kind of doing that right here on this platform. Matthew 18 instructs us to point out when people sin against us. Failure to show grace and kindness is just as much a grievance as whatever we might have done to let someone down. Let's say you had a bad day or said something that led to someone being mad. Is it truly okay for them to treat you like dirt because you made a mistake? No, it's just as wrong. Failing to be gracious can be just as sinful, and it's okay for you to address it. It's okay for you to point it out. Number three, you got to move on. Don't let a bad experience take you off your mission, out of your pocket. Don't let the fact that other people are selfish ruin your attitude, your idea about faith and church and God. You see, a lot of people don't understand what family means, but some do. Don't forget that you have people in your life who are good friends, who will show you reciprocity. Remember and don't give up. Remember the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, I just want to close with this. It's okay to stand up for yourself. It's okay to expect that other people who call themselves Christians will have the same kind of mercy toward you that they expect you to have for them. It's okay to call this out. But listen, in the end, no matter what happens, you got to move on. You got to keep pressing forward. You got to keep doing the right thing, no matter what, because God still has a plan for your life. God still has a mission. God's on the throne, and he ain't scared. He ain't nervous. You're going to continue to move on. God's going to bring people into your life that will be there for you, will be friends, will be family, and you just got to focus there, right? You can't focus on who's not in your life. You got to focus on who is. All right, that's my advice. Well, God bless you. Have a great day. On your way out, if you could hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think. Get in the comment section. I'm sure all of us can relate to this a little bit, and I'm doing this. Hopefully it can help. God bless you. Have a good day, and let's move forward.